Get ready for some major NBA drama. We start with the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade rumors hitting the Knicks' desk at the most unexpected time possible. The Milwaukee Bucks are finally showing they are open to trading their superstar forward, and we dive into exactly what this means for the New York Knicks and their path to the postseason. We break down the history of the Knicks' interest in the Finals MVP and whether they should even care about this potential blockbuster move for their roster.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we're looking at how Mike Brown has transformed the New York Knicks into a successful group project. We explore the fascinating narrative shifts happening in the league, looking at how players like Mikal Bridges are flipping the script, and how this collective effort is changing the dynamic of the team. This is a deep dive into the culture shift happening within the Knicks organization. Following that, the sweep by the Knicks against the Philadelphia 76ers has sent shockwaves through the league, forcing a massive reevaluation. We examine the intense scrutiny facing Daryl Morey and coach Nick Nurse as they head into the offseason, digging into the internal tensions and the difficult decisions ahead for Joel Embiid and the team's future. And finally, we look at how the NBA draft lottery results are reshaping the landscape for the Knicks and their rivals. We analyze how the results, especially concerning the Pacers and the Nets, create massive advantages for New York heading into next season, and what this means for their championship aspirations. Don't miss the full breakdown. Stick with us. Trade rumors linking Giannis Antetokounmpo to the New York Knicks have officially surfaced, signaling a potential shift in the landscape of the NBA. According to ESPN, the Milwaukee Bucks have indicated they are open to trading the superstar forward, moving beyond previous reports of interest from New York. This development reignites speculation following the Knicks' public interest in the 2021 Finals MVP. An interest that had been present since the previous offseason, but remained unfulfilled. The Knicks' recent run to the Eastern Conference Finals raises questions about the urgency of pursuing such a major move. Despite receiving a brief rest period, the team appears focused on internal development. Currently, the Knicks feature Karl-Anthony, a versatile 7-footer capable of shooting three-pointers, facilitating offense, defending effectively, and playing alongside traditional centers. While the Bucks' openness to trading Antetokounmpo suggests a serious consideration, the Knicks' front office faces a complex decision. After last season, New York faced scrutiny regarding roster decisions, including the departure of head coach Tom Thibodeau. This year, the team is actively working to address those questions, boasting a capable point guard, a versatile center, a deep bench, and a coach deemed suitable for the role. Leon Rose's front office is reportedly wary of upending the current momentum in the NBA. Acquiring a player of Antetokounmpo's magnitude is a significant undertaking that any franchise would consider. However, the Knicks may be positioned similarly to teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder or San Antonio Spurs, relying on a young, talented core built for the long term. Ultimately, the decision to pursue such a monumental trade will likely depend on the challenges the team prioritizes addressing in the immediate future, balancing the pursuit of a superstar with the development of their current roster. Mike Brown is being credited with transforming the New York Knicks into a successful group project. This shift in narrative is evident in how players manipulate storylines, often flipping perspectives to create different plot twists. A historical parallel is drawn with Alex Rodriguez, who once carried the label of a playoff gagger, highlighted by his 1.308 ops in 15 postseason games that contributed to a Yankees championship. The article contrasts this narrative agility with the steadfastness seen in coaching. An example is cited from Eli Manning, who, despite an early performance marked by 4 interceptions against the Minnesota Vikings in 2007, later galvanized his team, telling players to "Let's win a Super Bowl" just 70 days later, inspiring belief in his ability. The current focus shifts to Mikal Bridges, whose performance has been noted following a scoreless Game 3 in the Hawks series, suggesting a change in focus away from draft speculation. The core distinction highlighted is between players and coaches. Coaches often succeed through strict, unbending self-belief and stubbornness. However, the piece suggests that coaches often only realize the utility of incorporating other voices and perspectives when it is too late. Following a decisive sweep by the New York Knicks, the Philadelphia 76ers are undergoing a significant reevaluation, with scrutiny falling on key personnel, including general manager Daryl Morey and head coach Nick Nurse. The team's recent performance highlighted deep vulnerabilities, as evidenced by the loss to the Knicks, where Philadelphia averaged 22.5 points per game, including a significant 30-point blowout in Game 4. Key factors contributing to the downturn included Joel Embiid missing a game due to injury, and a performance dip from the backcourt duo of Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. Multiple league sources indicate that the roles of Morey and Nurse are under review heading into the offseason. Team sources suggest that ownership has not yet made final decisions, anticipating a period of assessment before major moves are made. Internal volatility throughout the season, stemming from trade deadline decisions, late-season friction between players and coaches, and uncertainty regarding player availability, has created simmering tension. Specific issues cited include friction between Embiid and the front office, and frustration over trade decisions, such as parting ways with Jared McCain to manage the salary cap. Furthermore, tensions arose over Embiid's availability for a crucial road game, which ultimately impacted the shoot-around. Joel Embiid has publicly called for improvement across the board, stating that everyone, ownership, players, and coaches, needs to elevate their performance. The central dilemma for Philadelphia now revolves around managing Embiid's status. While he remains an elite player when healthy, his inconsistency, marked by missing games even in the playoffs, presents a major challenge. The team must decide whether to pivot toward a younger core centered around Maxey and Edgecombe. However, Embiid's contract situation makes this complex. He is nearly untradeable, commanding a substantial guaranteed salary over the next 3 seasons. Any trade involving veterans would likely require acquiring multiple first-round draft picks or young players as compensation. If Embiid cannot play consistently, the trajectory of the 76ers' success is in serious question. This critical assessment may lead to a change in coaching and the head of basketball operations, as owner Josh Harris steps back to review the entire situation. Sunday proved to be a monumental day for the New York Knicks, who secured crucial rest for the Eastern Conference Finals by sweeping the 76ers. This reprieve is particularly valuable as OG Anunoby prepares for a return, offering the team fresher legs and more time to strategize for the finals. However, the Knicks' success was not their only highlight. The NBA draft lottery results unveiled prior to the game provided significant strategic advantages for New York moving forward. The lottery saw the floundering Washington Wizards secure the first overall pick, with Utah and Memphis rounding out the top 3. While the top spots in the West are favorable, the Wizards are likely years away from being a threat to New York. More significantly for the Knicks was the fate of their major rivals. The 1963 Pacers, who struggled with Tyrese Halliburton's absence, saw their pick fall out of the top 4 to number 5. Due to trade stipulations, this selection now transfers to the Clippers, effectively denying Indiana a top pick to use or trade, which poses a massive hurdle for a rival aiming to make significant roster additions. Furthermore, the crosstown Nets slid 3 spots to the number 6 pick, diminishing their chances of securing a top player. This development lessens the likelihood that Brooklyn could rapidly emerge as a contender. The Atlanta Hawks also fell a spot, landing with the 8th overall pick. This impacts Atlanta's ability to secure a top-end selection, potentially slowing their ascent into serious East power conversations. While other contenders like the Bucks and Warriors remained at the top, and teams like the Hornets lacked a top 10 pick, the lottery results generally did not favor other East playoff teams. The only East team to benefit was the Bulls, which moved up to the number 4 pick. Overall, the lottery presents a complex picture. While it confirms the Knicks have the necessary pieces and coaching to pursue a title, it creates greater obstacles for other East powers hoping for draft assets. The Knicks' rivals now face tougher paths to assembling key players, while teams like Atlanta and the Hawks face increased difficulty in finding franchise talent. The Knicks must be exceptionally satisfied with the resulting draft landscape as they prepare for a finals run.